school experience positively in Pregame. After graduation, Olivia hopes to attend the United States Service Academy and pursue a career in engineering and the military. Put your hands together for Olivia Young. All right, last but certainly not least, two of our other seniors are escorting themselves. Rachel Walker and Carly Martinez. All right, Carly, she's been on the indoor track with us for the past 2 years. In addition to indoor, Carly runs outdoor and has played field hockey for the last 3 years. When she's not busy maintaining her 4-year streak as an honor roll student here at Catoctin, she's an active member in other aspects at Catoctin. She's part of the Catoctin Crazies, student government, FCCLA, and class clubs. She'd like to thank her family, her coaches, and especially her amazing teammates. She's thankful for the many laughs and memories made with the team, most notably those whenever Susie was brought in. After graduation, Carly plans to attend college, majoring in elementary education. So let's hear it from Carly Martinez. And then Rachel Waldron, she played basketball in 9th grade, and then she decided, I'm going to run track. So she's been on our indoor track team for the last 3 years, competed at the state level every year. She's also run cross country for 4 years, outdoor track for 3 years. She's part of the NHS, National Technical Honor Society, class clubs, and FCA. She maintains a weighted 4.2 GPA and attends CTC, where she's already earned her GNA and CNA licenses. She currently works as a nursing assistant at Homewood Retirement Centers. She also volunteers her time helping children at the Rock Creek School and is active in the church's mission outreach in West Virginia. I'd like to thank her parents and her teammates for all the great memories. Over her 4 years of running at Catoctin High School, she's earned 7 medals at state championship meets and is super proud to be here. And we're excited. After graduation, Rachel plans to attend college to become a registered nurse. Thank you all for our 10 seniors for indoor track. Now we're going to turn it over to basketball.
Got it? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first basketball senior for the season is number 5, Christian Michael. Christian is estimated by his parents. Christian has been a member of the Catoctin High basketball team for all 4 years here at Catoctin. During his years at Catoctin, he has also been a member of FCA Club, War Club, Catoctin Crazies, football teams, and track teams. Christian would like to say thank you to his family for always supporting him. He would also like to thank his friends and the awesome students at the school for supporting the teams he has been a part of in sports. He would also like to thank his teammates because he knows they will always have his back. Lastly, he would like to thank the coaching staff for pushing him and making him a better person on and off the court. Christian's favorite basketball move is Coach Cadet running out on the court and jumping to fix the net when he was stuck. It took him 2 tries. Christian's future plans are to either play college football or to be a tradesman.
Yeah.
Our second and final basketball senior is number 21, Logan Rickard. Logan is escorted by Kevin Rickard and Kathy Rickard. Logan has been a member of Catoctin High basketball for 3 years. During his years at Catoctin, he has also been a member of SGA for 4 years, Catoctin Crazy for 4 years, and soccer and tennis. Logan would like to say thank you to all of his friends and family who supported him. Logan plans to to attend FCC for 2 years and then transfer to a university. Let's hear it for Logan.
On my wall, the colors of the maps around me. From Africa, the winds, they talk of change is coming. The torches flare up in the night. The hand that slips the palms, the light to spread the word to those who are waiting on the border. In the village where I grew up, nothing seems the same. Still, you never see the change from day to day. No one notices the custom slip away. I wanna go home where
Stand by, stay tuned. There's another favorite coming up next on Cool 1450 WTHU and WTHU.org.
It's tax time at Gettysburg Auto Auction, and after losing last Thursday's sale to a negative 20-degree wind chill, this week's sale promises to be huge. Double the inventory of vehicles in ops, absolutes, and a special group of vehicles with under 100,000 miles will make Gettysburg Auto Auction the place to be this Thursday. If you're thinking about a new vehicle, you absolutely need to bring that tax refund money to Gettysburg Auto Auction this Thursday. Don't pay the higher prices and much higher fees at those other auctions, when Gettysburg Auto Auction guarantees the lowest fees of any auction in the area. Gettysburg Auto Auction continues to have the highest customer satisfaction, and our exclusive bid drive-by program allows you to drive your car before you buy it. If you missed out on Gettysburg Auto Auction's Thursday night sale, stop by on Friday for our leftover Friday sale, where any vehicle still available can be bought on the spot. Gettysburg Auto Auction is located on Route 15 at the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, the Steinway exit. For directions and a sampling of upcoming vehicles, visit GettyAuto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction having a huge sale this Thursday, including a low-mileage 2012 Mercedes Sprinter van.
I didn't become Magic Johnson overnight. I had to set goals and go for them. If your goal is getting the best for your family, Rent-A-Center puts it in easy reach. Choose from top-name brands like Sony, Ashley, Whirlpool, and more. With no credit checks, no credit needed. And Rent-A-Center backs it all with their 100% satisfaction guarantee. Because sometimes we need a little assist with our goals.
Money-back guarantee must be exercised within the first week of possession. See rentacenter.com for complete details.
Are you sick and tired of being underappreciated and overworked? Are you very good at what you do? Have you dreamed of firing your boss and owning your own business? Do you want your ideas, efforts, and hard work to mean something? Well, the time is now to take control of your future and start your own business. But be careful. Only half of all startup businesses survive past their 5th year because they don't have a plan. That's why you need BuildLocal.biz. A plan is a roadmap to success, and BuildLocal.biz can help you put together the perfect plan for your needs. BuildLocal.biz makes it simple, easy, and best of all, affordable. Check out BuildLocal.biz today for your free consultation. Answer 3 simple questions and we'll get you started. BuildLocal.biz. You've got the business, we've got the tools. Let's build your business together.
MedOne Pharmacy is the largest locally owned and operated pharmacy in Frederick County. MedOne Pharmacy has 4 locations in Brunswick, Emmitsburg, Middletown, and Thurmont to provide you with convenience, experience, service, tradition, and value. MedOne Pharmacy. Check out their website at med1pharmacy.com. That's MEDONE pharmacy.com today. Or for more information, call them at 301-271-2223.
MedOne Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Frederick County Public School Athletics.
Gettysburg Auto Auction is looking for additional buyers for our increased car volume. So if you're in the market for a new used car, try this little auction. Gettysburg Auto Auction continues to have the highest customer satisfaction and lowest fees of any auto auction. And our exclusive bid drive-by program allows you to drive your car before you buy it. If you missed out on Gettysburg Auto Auction's Thursday night sale, stop by on Friday for our leftover Friday sale, where any vehicle still available can be bought on the spot. Gettysburg Auto Auction is located on Route 15 at the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, the Steinway exit. For directions and a sampling of upcoming vehicles, visit gettyauto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction with the new start time of 6 p.m. and looking for additional buyers to go with our influx of vehicles.
Family owned and operated since 1961. Conveniently located right off Route 15, just north of Thurmont. Catoctin Mountain Orchard is a family tradition. Check out their wide variety of apples, pears, fruits, and vegetables, all deliciously ripened to perfection just for you. And don't forget their incredible desserts, pastries, and baked goods too. That's the Catoctin Mountain Orchard, open Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5 p.m. Catoctin Mountain Orchard, a family farm that will make you feel like family too.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness of Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Stolen by Lane. Lane's got a one-on-one breakaway. He goes up and scores. Thomas Lane making it go. Back to Lynn. Lynn posts up. Down on the left wing of Lacona. He fakes the pass. There's a shot from way out front. Swish! That's McGucky. McGucky hits the tray.
So McGucky hit that tray. He immediately turned to the student section and acknowledged it.
Into Cheney. Cheney is stuffed. He double clutches and puts it in. Oh, my goodness. What great body control by Cheney. You know, the beautiful thing on that play, he dips it down low to John Cheney. That was a great look by Ryan Brown. Team ball.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Catoctin High School, home of the Cougars. And we've got some exciting Friday night basketball for you. That's right, boys basketball here live from Catoctin High School at Courtside. It is senior night here tonight, and we are really excited to bring you a great basketball game between the Cougars and the Walkersville Lions right here at Courtside. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play, joined with our videographer, Will Burns, up top. He will be streaming this live to you. If you want to watch this game live on video stream and hear the play-by-play and all the announcements, you can just go to WTHU.org, click on live video stream. So these two teams met at Walkersville last month. The Lions came away with a 5-point win. Catoctin has only 4 games left on the schedule before the playoffs begin on March 1st. Walkersville has 3. Now, Catoctin is going to enter the 1A West Section 2 playoffs once again. They're staring up at Smithsburg, just like last year, who has a 1-game lead right now. Catoctin dropped out of the playoffs last year in the first round to Smithsburg, so that's why this has got their attention. A win over Walkersville tonight would help them towards a higher seed than number 5 last year and give them momentum moving into the quarterfinals. Catoctin is riding high on a 2 back-to-back great games Monday and Tuesday night, overtime wins against Smithsburg and Brunswick. So This team is red hot right now and looking for a win. And frankly, if there was any Achilles heel in Walkersville's game, it would be the fact that they are 0-6 on the road. That's right, they have not won a game away yet this season. So they come into Catoctin hoping to turn that around tonight. We want to thank our game sponsors for making this possible. Center of Life Chiropractic, Gettysburg Auto Auction, and Woodsboro Bank. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's basketball game between the Catoctin Cougars and the Walkersville Lions. That's boys basketball at its finest right here in Thurmont, Maryland. Now, there are other games around the region that are being played. We'll keep you posted as the scores come in. Linganore is hosting Tuscarora, Middletown against Smithsburg, Oakdale, Brunswick. Urbana is at South Hagerstown. On the girls' side of the equation, Brunswick is hosting Oakdale, Middletown is at Smithsburg, Tuscarora has Linganore in their house, and then finally Urbana has visiting Washington County team South Hagerstown for the girls' game. So that's it. That's your wrap-up. We've got both teams out on the court. Let's give you the starters for tonight. For the Catoctin Cougars, starting this game tonight, Ethan Paulus, Bryant Palmer, Christian Michael, Logan Rickard, and Mason Shank will start for the Cougars. The Cougars come into this game tonight with a 6-12 overall record, 4-8 in their division. Catoctin hopes to improve that in order to increase their opportunities in the playoffs, which will come on March the 1st. The sectional quarterfinals for the boys coming up March the 1st. That's a Friday. That's, today is Friday the 8th, so that's 3 weeks from today. Sophomore Brian Palmer, the leading scorer on the team, averaging 15.2 points per game. Brought up from JV early in January because of a wrist injury to Ryan Fisher. Palmer hit 5 3-pointers and finished with 22 points last week. So that's someone to watch there for the Catoctin Cougars, coached by Brian Burdett. Walkersville comes in with Coach Mike Mathis in his third year in the 2A West. So by the way, Catoctin's a 1A West team. Walkersville comes in the 2A West, 5-12 overall. They have no senior starters on this team. Their leading scorer is Montgomery, who averages 15.8 points per game. And Bausch had 16 points and 8 rebounds against Middletown just a couple of days ago in a losing effort at Middletown for the Walkersville Lions. So that's your pregame wrap-up. Both teams are on the floor warming up. We've got about 4 minutes to go to the opening tip-off. We'll step aside for a commercial break and be right back with some exciting high school basketball here on Cool 1450 AM WTHU.
Where do you get your real-time information? News, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe.
it's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Daily specials are great this time of year at the Shamrock in Thurmont, like corned beef and cabbage every Monday or prime rib every Wednesday, and for a limited time, the famous Shamrock pot roast. Other great and tasty favorites include the Shamrock's hefty fried oyster sandwiches, specially created salads, and drink specials too. Relax in the pub or dining room, and with the holidays here, buy a Shamrock gift certificate. Always appreciated. Come on by and have an amazing dining experience. That's the Shamrock on US 15 Thurmont or online at shamrockrestaurant.com. Closed Tuesdays.
Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia.
It's heaven.
Call 1-800-SNOWING.
Or log on to timberlineresort.com.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia. Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
It's like heaven.
You're almost
there. Are you sick of paying bank fees just to talk to someone? Want to get out of the big banking world and be more than just an account number? Woodsboro Bank is committed to banking that truly serves the needs of their customers and Frederick County. You'll get personal small-town customer service at their 7 local offices. And with no-fee use of Woodsboro Bank's ATMs and all 32,000 all-point ATMs nationwide, you'll get big city convenience. Woodsboro Bank offers versatile checking accounts designed to accommodate your specific needs. Business owners can also appreciate the convenience and revenue building power of Woodsboro Bank's many commercial services. Discover the many advantages of local-owned community banking.
Visit Woodsboro Bank next to Mountain Gate Family Restaurant or call them at 301-271-4944. That's 301-271-4944. Switch to Woodsboro Bank today.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Catoctin High School, home of the Cougars, and we are just moments away from the player introductions and the opening tip-off. As I mentioned, my name is Michael Betteridge, doing your play-by-play with videographer Will Burns up on top of the bleachers there. He's going to bring you some great live video stream on WTHU.org. Catoctin, as I mentioned, they have only 2 seniors on the team, and Walkersville with no seniors on the team. So this should be an interesting development program going on here in these 2 high schools, which have traditionally not fielded, really great basketball teams. Catoctin, moving down to the 1A a couple of years ago, has now got a chance to go into the playoffs again and doing much better this year, maybe beyond the first round. But they certainly don't want to face Smithsburg again, and that's why a win is important for them tonight. Walkersville in the 2A has a much more daunted job in moving into the playoffs because they're going to face the likes of teams like Middletown and Oakdale. And, it gets worse when you get into Washington County. They got a couple of good teams in the 2A over there as well. So that, depending on how that seed works out, we will know by Wednesday, the week before March 1st. We'll have an idea. So, the MPSSAA will meet, and they will determine the seed rankings for the brackets for all of the teams that make it into the sectional quarterfinals. Of course, that involves the 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A teams throughout the state of Maryland. Frederick County has 3 divisions active, 1, 2, and 3, 1A, 2A, 3A, and there will be 2 sections in the quarterfinals for each of those divisions. So the 1A will have a Section 1 bracket, and the 2A, and the 1A will have a Section 2 bracket. So a Section 1 and a Section 2 bracket in each of these divisions all the way across the board. So if you want to find out, I believe the seedings come out on Wednesday when they publish them on the MPSSAA.org website. That's the Maryland Public Secondary School Athletic Association website, and that's how you can find out where your team will be headed. The team that you root for in Frederick County will be headed for their opening round of the playoffs. All right, we'll step aside here and be right back after our next break.
For over 30 years, the McLeaf family has been bringing the tradition of home country cooking and fun to our region at the Mountain Gate Family Restaurant. Dine in at the restaurant or catering on the go. And for special events, holidays, and weddings, check out their Green Grove Gardens in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Located just off Route 15 in Thurmont, Mountain Gate Family Restaurant features a huge buffet with something for the whole family. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Mountain Gate Family Restaurant is famous for their delicious homemade cooking, their fresh desserts, and their unique gift shop. Mountain Gate Family Restaurant is not just a place to eat, but an experience. Their renowned Thursday evening gospel sings feature some of the greatest groups around. Now's the time to make a reservation to enjoy the finest homestyle holiday dinner anywhere. Call 301-271-4373. That's 301-271-4377 reservation today. That's Mountain Gate Family Restaurant, a Thurmont dining tradition. Stop by today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Walkersville's out on the court. They're wearing some very interesting uniforms. They traditionally wore blue and gold. Tonight they have on gray uniforms with blue lettering and gold piping on them. So they're gray, blue, and gold tonight. Catoctin comes out on the floor with their white on white with blue lettering jerseys and shorts. So both teams are in the circle. We're ready for the opening tip-off. Christian Michael for the Cougars. Number 25, Andrew Brooks, and the Cougars for the Walkersville Lions. The Cougars win the tip. So over on the left side now. Shot from the top of the key. Too hard off the back iron. We've got an over-the-back foul by Walkersville. That's going to be out of bounds. That's going to go on number 10, Brady Bowersox for Walkersville. Cougars inbound the ball back. Drive the paint. Pull up. Shot on the run. Doesn't go. Loose ball up in the air. There's a save. It's out of bounds. So in the save, Catoctin not able to keep the ball in. Paulus with the try. Half court. Oh, and it worked. Half court. The putback no good. He missed the layup. So the half court press worked, but then he missed the layup. The putback was no good, and Walkersville comes up with it. Way out front, 35-footer no good. Rebound, Walkersville underneath, shot to score. So that was Bowersox who slipped in underneath the center. There's a pull-up and no basket. Walkersville gets the rebound. So Palmer shot a pull-up runner. Here we go, around the perimeter. Walkersville works the ball, drive, underneath through the lane, bounce pass into the lane, stolen by Catoctin. Here comes Rickard, Logan Rickard up the right side, over to Paulus. He drives, penetrates, kicks it back out. There's a three-pointer from way out front, no good and out of bounds. So Catoctin 0 for 3 from the field in the first minute and a half of this game. Number 4, Brian Palmer, was the shooter on that three-pointer. And that was NBA distance right there. Bringing it across on the half-court press. They break the press. Montgomery working around to Egan. Back around to Bowersox. They play catch. Down on the right side. There's a shot, and it's good. So the Walkersville Lions jump out to a 5-point lead here on Catoctin. Straight to the hoop. Paula says, I've had enough. We got to get 2. And he takes it right at Walkersville and scores. Half-court press, and they get through it. Down on the left side, Bowersox drives baseline, almost stolen. Picked up shot, rattles and drops. Number 20, Miles Roberts with the bucket. Now there's a pull-up in the paint, and they answer right back. Paula says, here you go, I can do it too. Working through the trap, underneath, shot from 10 feet. In and out, no good. Rebound, Michael. Michael comes up fast, drilling hard, right around the right side. Stops, back out front now. Paulus resets. Michael posts up, looking for the give and go, not there. They kick it out. Palmer drives, pulls up, shoots a 5-foot runner, air ball. Rebound, Walkersville. Down the left side. Between the leg dribble, fakes that shot, and then goes on the wing. Jacob Montgomery running the offense for the Lions. Shot from the right side, just outside of the arc, no good. Chaz Egan cannot convert. Quickly, Palmer, stolen by Montgomery. He pulls up and shoots the 20-footer, it's good. 10-4, and Brian Burdett says, I've seen enough, we need a timeout, and that was a wise one. All right, we'll step aside for our first commercial break here. You're listening to Cool 1450 AM, WTHU. We'll be right back.
Cool 1450 AM, WTHU, where Frederick County High School sports and the greatest hits of all time come to play.
Do you like good music? I remember when rock was young.
After the game, keep it here 24/7 on the station that rocks the Catoctins with the greatest hits of all time. Cool 1450 AM, WTHU, and online anytime at WTHU.org.
All right, welcome back. Catoctin inbounds the ball. There's a shot taken, no good. There's a scramble for it. Catoctin comes up with it. Lob inside to Michael. He backs in, kicks it back out to the corner. Shot from the corner, too hard. Rebound, here comes Montgomery. No, check that. Bowersox, and he loses it. Turnover to Catoctin on the run. Mayhew shoots. He's too late. He was almost out of bounds. Catoctin loses it to Walkersville. So Mayhew got caught a little too backboard, but that's okay. It was a late pass, not his fault. Walkersville will inbound in the backcourt. Here comes that half-court press now. And they break it. Montgomery, right side now, guarded by Dylan Click. Working around the perimeter. There's a 10-footer. No good. Rebound, Click. Click comes down the right side, fires it across court to Parker. Parker back out front to Fitzpatrick. Got a whole new set of faces on the floor right now. All the starters, except for Michael, are sitting. Mayhew, wide open in the corner looking. Mayhew off the pick. Had the pick and roll, didn't see it, kicks it back out. There's the shot, the buzzer, and there's a shot violation. Clock expires, and a turnover to Walkersville as the Catoctin Cougars cannot get one away. So I'm sure they're going to diagram that one up because on the pick and roll, Michael was wide open, and he could have hit him for the bucket, but Mayhew couldn't see it. Here comes the trap at midcourt on the press. Walkersville breaks it. 10-4, Walkersville has a 6-point lead. Baseline, pull-up shot, it's good. So they stretch the lead to 8 now, 12-4, Walkersville on top. Catoctin has yet to get their rhythm going. Mayhew with a runner, it goes in, bops out. Here comes Walkersville. Montgomery straight to the hoop. No-look pass. Shot to score, and he's fouled. Beautiful no-look by Montgomery to hit the big man, Jeremy Franklin. Franklin banks it off the glass, draws the foul, and he'll shoot the and one, but we've got a timeout here on the floor. So the action has been furious, end-to-end, run and gun. Nobody really working the offense, although Walkersville has done a much better job at getting the open man the ball. Catoctin yet to find their rhythm, still trying to figure this out a little bit. They've gone down 10 points, 14-4 now, looking for a solution, and Coach Burdett takes a moment to settle down his guys. So now we've got a new Catoctin player into the game. Eli Fry comes in. So we've got Fry, Click, Mayhew, Fitzpatrick, and let's see, Fry, Mayhew, Fitzpatrick, and Paulus. There we go, I can see his number now on the floor. Franklin will shoot one. Missed it. Rebound, Mayhew. Here come the Cougars. 2-on-3. Mayhew slows it down, then fires it down on the wing. Paulus looks, nothing there. Back around, loses the ball, gets it back. Into Paulus. He fires it over to Mayhew. Mayhew shoots. There it is, Swift. Nothing but net. That's what they were looking for, that little bit of spark. That three-pointer gave them that little bit of spark they needed to trim the lead to 7. Walkersville with the ball, leading 14-7 now. Driving into the paint, splits the defenders. No basket, rebound Catoctin. Coming hard, Mayhew. He shoots that spot again, this time it's short. Rebound Walkersville. Mayhew had to rush it a little bit, couldn't set and take his stroke. And now he's got a whistle, a foul away from the ball. And that'll go out of bounds underneath the basket. It'll go on Catoctin, their second team foul, and the first on Garrett Mayhew. Two players come into the game now, number 25 and number 2. That's Brooks and Chum. Come in for Walkersville. There's the inbound. He loses it off his fingertips, out of bounds, and it's Catoctin ball. So it went right through the fingertips of Chum on the inbound. And the Cougars get a break. They need to convert here. Work it inside, back in, turn, spin move, off the glass. And number 0, Paulus. Ethan Paulus makes it look easy. 14-9, Walkersville with the lead. Catoctin's whittling away at it. Egan, top of the key. Drives, kicks it back out. They work around in the corner. Three-pointer from 30 foot, no good. Rebound, Brian Palmer, and there's a reach-in foul on. It's going to go against Bowersox. So Palmer draws the foul on the reach-in on the fast break. That's Bowersox's second personal, second team foul for the Lions. Inbound to Mayhew. Mayhew, right side wing. Click has it. Pull up, kicks it back out to Fitzpatrick. Now Mayhew looking. Drive to the hoop. In, number 3. Eli Fry goes downtown with it and trims that lead down to 3 points now with 30 seconds to go in the first. Walkersville up by 3. They have the ball. Backdoor wide open, and he scores. Number 21, Jeremy Franklin, slips behind the defender for the bucket. Mayhew fakes it, pulls up, shot, fires it. Loose ball gets away from him. Fry gets it back. Palmer runs a weave, shoots off balance, falling away. And at the buzzer, that's it. So at the end of 8 minutes of action, the Walkersville Lions 16, the Catoctin Cougars 11. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's tax time at Gettysburg Auto Auction, and after losing last Thursday's sale to a negative 20-degree wind chill, this week's sale promises to be huge. Double the inventory of vehicles in ops, absolutes, and a special group of vehicles with under 100,000 miles will make Gettysburg Auto Auction the place to be this Thursday. If you're thinking about a new vehicle, you absolutely need to bring that tax refund money to Gettysburg Auto Auction this Thursday. Don't pay the higher prices and much higher fees at those other auctions, when Gettysburg Auto Auction guarantees the lowest fees of any auction in the area. Gettysburg Auto Auction continues to have the highest customer satisfaction, and our exclusive bid drive-by program allows you to drive your car before you buy it. If you missed out on Gettysburg Auto Auction's Thursday night sale, stop by on Friday for our leftover Friday sale, where any vehicle still available can be bought on the spot. Gettysburg Auto Auction is located on Route 15 at the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, the Steinware exit. For directions and a sampling of upcoming vehicles, visit GettyAuto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction having a huge sale this Thursday, including a low-mileage 2012 Mercedes Sprinter van.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Walkersville is inbounded to start the second period. There's a shot from 30 feet. No good. Beautiful rebound by Christian Michael. Here come the Cougars down court. They set up. Palmer has it, fires it over to Fitzpatrick. He drives the paint, kicks it out. Michaels with a 15-footer. Switch. Nothing but net. Walkersville with the ball and a 16-13 lead to start out the second period. Montgomery off the high post pick. Good defense, and there's a shot from right at the arc, and they call it a three-pointer. It was really close. Did not catch the number on that. But Walkersville answers right back. Cougars work around the perimeter. Michael looking. Fires it to Shank. Off the screen, pull-up shot by Fitzpatrick, in and out, rebound Walkersville. Good boxing out underneath by the two smallest players on the Walkersville Lions, and there's a foul. That's a blocking foul on Mayhew. He thought he had position. Montgomery lowered the shoulder a bit there. It's going to be Walkersville ball, and that's going to be Mayhew's second personal. He comes out of the game, and in for him comes Dylan Click. Inbound. Walkersville has it. Down low. Baseline pull-up shot. No good. Rebound Michael. Fires it down court to Fitzpatrick. He gets caught in the scramble in the air, midair for the ball. Fitzpatrick is fouled by Kenyon Chum. And that's going to be inbounded in front of the scorer's table at 6:32 in the second period. Palmer goes down to the right. Back out to Michael. Working around, looking inside. They get inside to Michael. He turns out, pulls up, shoots a 5-footer. Rebound. It's a miss. Rebound Walkersville. Brooks with the rebound. Montgomery brings it down the right side. He pulls up and shoots. It is no good. And Palmer has the opening. Throws it, fires it cross court to Click. Palmer gets caught off bounds and then over to Fitzpatrick. Way out front, NBA style 3-point by Fry, and it rims in and out. Montgomery, right wing, drives off the pick, looking underneath. They work around it. They're running two wings on the pick and roll on both sides, and they draw the foul. Number 33, Fitzpatrick, his first personal, the fourth team foul on Catoctin as Montgomery inbounds. Bounce pass inside, 10-footer, in and out. Rebound, Paulus. Here come the Cougars, running hard. They want to go. Paulus all the way, 5-foot runner, air ball. Rebound, Walkersville. Franklin gets a little ding there, and he looks at it, but he's fine. Montgomery, right side. Running a bit of a weave. No, they cut in. Set the pick, off the pick and roll, no good. Stripped away by the Cougars. Click comes up with it. Click down the right side. Over to Shank. Wide open, Michael shoots and misses. Rebound, Walkersville. Walkersville with the ball, 19-13, they're leading. Montgomery flicks it inside, on the run, no good, loose ball. Cougars come up with it. Stripped away and stolen by Walkersville, can't save it out of bounds. It'll be Cougars' ball. So Fitzpatrick running down the right side after coming up with that rebound, looking for the transition, gets stripped from behind on the reach-in. The foul is called. The ball goes, no foul, excuse me. The ball goes out of bounds. Palmer back into the game as Fitzpatrick comes out. Coach Burdett rotating his players to keep them fresh. Palmer out front. Over to Click. Off the screen, straight into the hoop. We've got a whistle. And it's an offensive charge on number 10, David Parker, for the Cougars. That's Parker's second personal as Montgomery brings it up. Walkersville with the ball and a 6-point lead. Montgomery shoots from out front. Whoa, there it is. An NBA-style three-pointer, 35-footer by Montgomery. Paulus gets caught, trapped there on the left side, lob inside, turnover shot, and David Parker gets retribution as he puts it in. So a good cutter through the paint, read by Fitzpatrick. There's that back door again, and whoa, baby, do it. David Parker stuffs the ball down Franklin's throat. And it goes off of Franklin's chest and out of bounds, so the Cougars get a turnover, and the Catoctin crowd comes to its feet. Cougars have the ball now. Paulus. Click, shoots from 30 feet. Ram! There it is. There's that three-point shooting the Cougars are known for. 4-point game, 3:19 to go in the half. Montgomery, right side, guarded by Paulus. He goes left, fires it cross court. Out front, 33. Natimi in the game now. They set the pick, straight to the hoop. Montgomery throws an incredible spinning reverse layup off the glass, and it goes from outside of the glass. And then Paulus comes back with a little magical mystery of his own, and he puts one in. So end-to-end action, non-stop on this game. It's still 4 points. We're down to 2:38 now in the half. Franklin with the ball. Ntemi. Back to Franklin, high post. Down to Chun. They work it inside. Inside, shot doesn't go, but Bryant Palmer came flying in from the circle in midair and slapped at the ball, and that'll get you a foul every time, even if it is clean. Bryant Palmer, the 6'3" shooting guard who came up from JV. A lot of talent, little rough around the edges right now. Franklin makes the first one. Got them both. 26-20. Walkersville with the lead. Catoctin brings down court. Straight to the hoop. Paulus goes. The bucket does not go, but the foul is there. So Paulus draws the foul as he takes it right at him. And Ethan will go to the line to shoot two. Got it. It trims the lead to 5. Got them both. It's a 4-point game now. Walkersville has the ball. Montgomery in the circle across midcourt. Drifts right. Bounce pass to the wing. Driving off the pick. Looking. Shot from the corner. Whoa! Montgomery is red hot with another tray. Here comes Paulus. He goes straight in. Has the ball stripped and stolen by Walkersville. Back the other way. No look. Underneath to Franklin. He's trapped. He goes up, shoots, and he's fouled. The basket doesn't go, but Franklin will all the way to the free throw line. Number 21 will shoot 2 with his team up by 7 at 1:45 in the first half. So the Cougars had trimmed the lead to within 4, but Montgomery keeps throwing daggers in them. Franklin hits the front end. And these were really nice 3-pointers by Montgomery, both of them. One, 35 feet clean. The other one, while guarded with a hand in his face. And he gets them both. Back to a 7-point game. Here come the Cougars. Down in the corner. Shank has the ball. Looking underneath. Gets the cutter to Michael. Michael off the glass. Draws the foul, but the bucket doesn't go. So Christian Michael will take his trip to the free throw line. 5 team fouls on Walkersville. That one on Montgomery. His first. Michael makes the first one. Substitutions now for Walkersville as Franklin comes out. Got them both. Franklin replaced by number 5, Andrew Brooks. Here comes Montgomery. Montgomery on the right side to Chum. Back to Montgomery. He shoots that 3. This time it rims in and out. And Fitzpatrick comes up with it. Kicks it out in the corner to Shank. Back around. They're looking. Click. Lobs it inside to Michael. He wants to go. He pulls up the... Oh, he misses an easy 5-footer with the hook shot right over top of 2 defenders. And those are the kind you have to make. Walkersville slows it down a bit. Chaz Egan now with the ball. Lobs it over to Montgomery, and he steps on the line. It was a bad pass. Montgomery, who's a little guy, he's, I don't have a height size on him, but he's probably about 5'4", had to go way up on a step ladder in front of the Catoctin bench to try to save that ball. And when he came down, his foot was just on the line, and the referee standing right there caught it. So there's the inbound to Fitzpatrick. He comes down the right side looking. Bounce pass in the corner to Shank. Shank goes baseline, pulls up, gets caught, fires it back to Fitzpatrick, and they reset. Dylan Click from 35 feet, in and out. Man, if I'm the coach, I'm going to take that kid and spring him over and sit him on the bench and have a word to him, because they are not running that offense right now. Click just threw that ball up from way out of the circle. Chum with the ball. 31-23, an 8-point lead for Walkersville. 5 seconds on the clock. They're working. There's the shot. No good. Up in the air. Put back, no good, and there's the buzzer. So at the end of 16 minutes of action in the first half in the books, the Walkersville Lions 31, the Catoctin Cougars 23. We'll be right back after this commercial message with our first half stats.
Visit the Shamrock today. The Shamrock is located on Route 15, just a mile north of Thurmont. That's the Shamrock Restaurant for good food and some warm Irish hospitality. Tell them WTHU sent you is more fun than a barrel full of leprechauns. That's the Shamrock Restaurant since 1963. When you mention the mere thought of Ireland in Frederick County, the first thing that springs to mind is the Shamrock Restaurant. Locally owned and operated, the Shamrock Restaurant is a dining legend around the region, featuring Fitzgerald family recipes in the tradition of the Irish countryside. For the Shamrock, it's a continuation of their old country family recipes using fresh, authentic ingredients. Dining in a warm, relaxed atmosphere that you'll remember as a seasonal event. The Shamrock Restaurant, located just north of Thurmont on Route 15. Stop by today and find out why it's the most popular restaurant in our area for over 30 years. The Shamrock Restaurant.
Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia.
It's heaven.
Call 1-800-SNOWING.
Or log on to timberlineresort.com.
That's Timberline Resort, located in wild, wonderful West Virginia. Glorious, fresh powder.
A snowy, wintry bounty from the sky above.
It's like heaven.
You're almost there.
Are you sick of paying bank fees just to talk to someone? Want to get out of the big banking world and be more than just an account number? Woodsboro Bank is committed to banking that truly serves the needs of their customers and Frederick County. You'll get personal small-town customer service at their 7 local offices. And with no fee use of Woodsboro Bank's ATMs and all 32,000 all-point ATMs nationwide, you'll get big city convenience. Woodsboro Bank offers versatile checking accounts designed to accommodate your specific needs. Business owners can also appreciate the convenience and revenue building power of Woodsboro Bank's many commercial services. Discover the many advantages of local-owned community banking.
Visit Woodsboro Bank next to Mountain Gate Family Restaurant or call them at 301-271-4944. That's 301-271-4944. Switch to Woodsboro Bank today.
Cool 1450 AM WTHU, where Frederick County High School sports and the greatest hits of all time come to play.
Do you like good music? I remember when rock was young.
After the game, keep it here 24/7 on the station that rocks the Catoctins with the greatest hits of all time. Cool 1450 AM WTHU and online anytime at WTHU.org.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in halftime here with the crowd going crazy and the band playing, and it's just a wonderful senior night here at Catoctin High School. The Walkersville Lions lead it 31-23. Leading scorer in this game, Jacob Montgomery, with 14 points. His next closest is Jeremiah Franklin on the Walkersville, both Walkersville players. He has 8 points, so that's 14 for Montgomery, 8 for Franklin. For the Cougars, their leading scorer, Ethan Paulus, with 10. And then we've got 3 players with 3 points each. Michael, Click, and Mayhew. Now, only one player in foul trouble. That's David Parker. And my biggest observation from the first half is that Catoctin Cougars are not really running their offense, taking some very risky shots that are not high percentage shots without working it inside to their big man. When they worked it inside to Michael and made the offense work, they look like they can compete with Walkersville and possibly even win this game. But they've got to be able, Coach Burdett has to be able to tell them, you can't just shoot the ball. The ball has to be worked around. You have to pass, and then shoot the open shot and a high percentage shot. So Walkersville, on the other hand, they have been doing exactly that. They have been working around the perimeter, working for the open shot, setting the picks, looking for the rolls, looking for the back door, and it's paid off with an 8-point lead. All right, we'll step aside for another quick break. We'll be right back. The teams are on the floor warming up, and we'll be back for the opening inbound of the second half.
This time of year, love is in the air and on the air and emblazoned on pink heart-shaped things. But Billy Graham says the Bible tells us a story of true love, the story of King Solomon and his bride.
Here was a love that money cannot buy. Here's a love that sorrows and problems and difficulties and temptations cannot destroy. Here's a love that the trials that come in every marriage could not destroy.
And in the Bible, God offers us that love to point toward the highest love of all.
The whole Bible is a love story. God's love affair with the human race. And God loves every person with a love that is beyond our comprehension. And God proved his love by giving his son on the cross. If you ever doubt that God loves, look at the cross, because God is saying from the cross, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Go to BillyGraham.org. Click on Grow Your Faith, BillyGraham.org.
Hi, I'm Kelly Clarkson, and I've toured the country dozens of times, and there's one thing every state has in common: childhood hunger. The sad truth is that 17 million kids don't know where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Yet there are billions of pounds of surplus food around the country at farms and warehouses that could help end this injustice. But all that food is useless if it doesn't get where it needs to go. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to hungry kids before it goes to waste. But they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank. Find out how at feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're Feeding America.
To help solve hunger in your community and to find your local food bank, visit feedingamerica.org. That's feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
More of the greatest hits are on the way. Thanks for tuning in to Cool 1450 WTHU and WTHU.org.
Here's the cool 1450 AM forecast for tonight. We're looking at mostly clear skies and an overnight low of 22. Sunny for the day tomorrow, and we'll have a high near 34. Clear skies tomorrow night with an overnight low of 18. Sunday brings us sunshine for the most part and a high near 38. We do have a chance of snowfall coming in Sunday evening and freezing rain as well with a low of 29. And back to work Monday with a chance of rain and snow and a high of 38. And from the cool 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm John Stevenson.
Here's another cool 1450 AM reminder. Saturday, enjoy a free gardening seminar and learn about pruning your garden at the UME office on Montague Lane in Frederick from 10 a.m. to noon. To pre-register, call 301-600-3576. Also on Saturday, Boy Scout Troop 1011 invites you to their luncheon and silent auction fundraiser at the Thurmont American Legion on Park Lane from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to raise money for the troops' trip to the Philmont Scout Ranch in August of 2019. Continuing on Saturday, sharpen your chess skills at the Chess Club at Thurmont Regional Library from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The club includes all ages and skill levels. For more information, call 301-600-7201. Saturday, there will be a fried oyster and turkey dinner at St. John's Lutheran Church in Cragerstown from noon to 5 p.m. The cost is $20 for adults, $7 ages 6 through 12, and under 6 free. Carryouts are $21. To learn about these events and more, go to WTHU.org. At Cool 1450 AM, we care about our community and you. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here courtside at Catoctin High School, where the Walkersville Lions have jumped out to an 8-point lead, 31-23. We've got 8 minutes up on the board, and the third period is about to get underway as Brian Palmer, standing right in front of our broadcast booth, will inbound for the Cougars at midcourt. So it was a run and gun first half with a lot of action end to end. Very, very busy. We're looking forward to probably a very similar kind of a second half. There's the inbound to Paulus. Paulus brings it up top of the key. Down on the left side to Fitzpatrick. Shank with the ball. Looking underneath, they get it into Palmer. He shoots the, beauty. Brian Palmer hits a fadeaway 10-footer, and it's nothing but net. Montgomery down the right side. They're running a weave now. Back out to Montgomery. Off the screen, looking for help. He slides through. Man defense by the Cougars. Montgomery goes baseline, gets trapped, and then they go into the backcourt. That's going to be a backcourt violation on Walkersville. So Montgomery gets caught underneath in the trap. Good defense on the man coverage by the Cougars as they trap the diminutive Montgomery with 2 big players, Michael and Palmer, and he loses the ball. Here comes Palmer, shoots again. Brian Palmer's got his stroke. He just nailed a 3-pointer from the top of the key, and just that quickly, we've got a 3-point game and a whistle. Let's see what the call is. It looks like it's going to go against Walkersville. A foul away from the ball on number 25, Andrew Brooks. And the Cougars inbound. 31-28, Walkersville with the lead. Off the drive, Paulus goes up, shoots on the run. Beautiful backdoor fire to the baseline, and Shank just puts it off the glass to score. And just that quickly, we've got a 1-point game, and Catoctin is stoked. Timeout on the floor as both teams hit their huddle, but Catoctin erupts as they battle all the way back from down by 8 at half. 7 unanswered points for the Cougars, and Walkersville is getting a little bit nervous now because Catoctin seems to have all of a sudden found their shooting range. Back out on the floor now, both teams come. The inbound in the back court. Franklin to Montgomery. He brings it up. They switch on the man. Back around, wide open, top of the key, wham! Oh, baby, that was a nice 3. That was Chum with his tray. Paulus, guarded by Chum, top of the key. Over to Palmer. Palmer goes left, pulls up, fades, shoots, no good. Rebound, Walkersville. So there's always the danger that when you start getting your range, you'll shoot the shots that aren't set. And that's what Catoctin just did. Palmer with an off-balance fadeaway from 25 feet. And Walkersville does the exact same thing, but unfortunately, Fitzpatrick fouls him as he fades away on a bad 3-pointer, which is going to send Chaz Egan to the free throw line to shoot 3. Short off the front iron, no good. Egan to shoot 2. Got it. All right, here we go. 36-30. Walkersville with a 6-point lead. We've got a whistle. Foul underneath on Walkersville. Cougars will inbound. The call goes on number 10, Brady Bowersox, and that's his third personal. Here we go. Cougars to inbound. All the way out front to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick to Palmer. Palmer goes to the paint, pulls up, shoots off balance on the run. There it is. Man, that kid can shoot, but I'll tell you, he's hard to stop once he gets going. He's 3 for 4 in the second half now. Palmer slides through the screen. Straight to the hoop to pick up the shot on the run, a foul. So Egan can't make the bucket, but he'll get a chance to do it the hard way from the free throw line. As the foul goes on Fitzpatrick, his third personal. So I got a couple players with 3 personals now. Egan hits the first one. We've got Bowersox and Fitzpatrick with 3 personals. And into the game now comes, those Walkersville jerseys are tough to see the numbers. All right, here we go. Egan makes them both. Cougars come down. Bryant, Palmer drives off the pick. Pick and pop, not there. Paulus pulls up, shoots a 20-footer, in and out. Rebound, Click. He goes hard to the floor, and that's going to go against Walkersville. There's a whistle. Click had the position on his taller opponent. As he came down with it, it looked like Chum got him on the wrist. And that's, let's see, okay, inbound. Click, he pulls up, looking, not there. Back around, Shank. He shoots the wide open shot, nothing but net from 20 feet. 3-point game, 38-35. Walkersville has the ball and the lead with 5:02 to go in the third period. Off the pick. There's a whistle. That's going to go on Paulus as he drove body to body, chest to chest, right into the pick by Franklin. Knocked Franklin backwards. And that's his second personal. The inbound. Inbound to Egan. Chum has it. Back around. Chum on the left wing. Drives the paint. Pulls up. Gets, and we've got contact. And a jump ball is called. And the Cougars players wanted the offensive charge, but they're not going to get it. Possession arrow goes to Walkersville. So Montgomery steps out of bounds underneath his own basket, will inbound for the Lions. Oh, into Franklin. He misses the layup wide open on the inbound. So they got behind the defenders. You don't want to let that happen. Paulus loses the ball, and here comes Franklin back the other way. He goes up, misses the layup. Put back by Montgomery is good. No, it bounces out. The putback is no good. The ball bounced 4 times on the back of the iron. Looked like it was going to drop, but it dropped out the side. Still a 3-point game. Paulus has the ball for the Cougars. Down the right side, loses the ball on the floor. There's a scramble. Out of bounds, whistle. It's going to go against Walkersville on the personal foul. Cougars will get possession of the ball as Paulus steps out of bounds in front of the Cougars Crazies. The Catoctin Crazies all on their feet. Paulus, bounce pass into Shank. Takes it on the handoff. Double pick. Shot from the corner. Oh, in and out! Palmer's shot went in and out. Montgomery brings it up. Paulus runs into the pick again. Back around, they work it. Montgomery, he directs traffic, drifts right. Franklin sets the pick. Montgomery goes up underneath, wide open, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Walkersville, and we've got a whistle. I wonder how many seconds you get in the paint there, because that was close to 3. 2 Walkersville players standing in there for an eternity. and no call. That foul goes on Paulus, his second personal. Walkersville will inbound. They lob inside. No good on the alley-oop lob does not go. In and out. Traveling violation. Head fake by Parker, and the referee cross court, not the one standing next to Parker, but the one on the other side of the court makes the call. Traveling violation on Parker. And it was a good call. Montgomery down the right side. Pick and roll not there. Back around they go. Walkersville, good ball movement. Straight to the paint, and we've got a whistle. So Miles Roberts just goes hard right down the middle. One of the Cougars players hooks him on the way in on the arm, and Roberts will go to the free throw line to shoot two. The foul goes against Eli Fry. Roberts misses the first one. Roberts to shoot one. Got it. Into Mayhew now. Mayhew and Fry in the game. Cross court to Fry, down in the corner. Hits Fry on the, there's a whistle. And a traveling violation on Fry. And he got caught up in the air trying to split the defenders. It's just a high pass that he couldn't handle. And they turned the ball over on the travel. There's Montgomery as Mayhew grabs a hold of him and says, I'm not letting you go at that basket like that. You're not getting by me, no matter what I have to do. Montgomery's so fast on that initial burst that he went right by Mayhew. Mayhew with no chance. Either he fouls him or Montgomery has the layup. 39-35 with 2:54 to go in the third. There's the inbound, Walkersville. Wide open, Montgomery, top of the key. No good. Rebound, Cougars. Palmer brings it up. Looking. He goes left, crossover. Bounce pass to the left wing. Fry looking between the legs. Paulus has it. Back around to Palmer. Off the pick. They're playing catch over in that corner. Down underneath, turns, goes up, and there's a foul. So Fry takes it right to the basket, but fortunately for him, he was caught underneath the backboard, and there's no way he was going to make that shot, but he tried anyway and was fouled, so he gets a better shot at it now from the free throw line, and he misses the first one. Substitutions now for Walkersville. Two players come in. Fry to shoot one. Got it. Walkersville into Montgomery now. 39-36. Walkersville by 3. Into the game now. Jeremiah Franklin back in. Oh, straight up in. And they lose the ball out of bounds, and there was a collision as Egan slid to the ground. David Parker went up over top of him. A lot of body contact and no whistle, though. They're letting them play. Franklin loses it out of bounds, so the Cougars will inbound. Here comes Paulus. The left side to Click. Click looks. Back out front to Fry. Straight to the hoop goes Parker, and he puts it in off the glass. David Parker brings it to a 1-point game with 1:45 to go in the third. 39-38 Walkersville, and now we've got a collision and a whistle as Paulus tries to guard Montgomery. And Paulus showing he's doing a little elbow motion to say Montgomery's throwing the elbow on that, but he got the foul, and it's his third personal, so Paulus now got some foul trouble. Inbound. Walkersville with the ball. Back around front, Egan looking. Bounce pass inside, knocked away, tip. Walkersville comes up with it. A bad pass out of bounds. It's Cougars' ball. A little too much mustard on that one. Chum can't keep it. Goes right through his fingertips and out the back door into the lobby. Cougars with the ball. Pull-up shot. Oh, there it is. Evan Ott, who just came into the game, shoots the 10-footer and gives Catoctin the lead for the first time in the game, 40-39. Backdoor cutter, it's good. But Walkersville comes right back and retakes the lead. 41-40. Paulus with the ball. Off the pick. Looking, pick and roll is there. Shot no good. Up in the air, rebound, Walkersville. And you got a Cougars player, I believe it was Fry over the top. Maybe Evan Ott. And that's our bonus. We're in the bonus now, 1-1. So Montgomery will walk the length of the floor to shoot the 1-1. 17 fouls on Catoctin, 4 on Walkersville. That was the first personal. It was Evan Ott on the foul. Montgomery. Got it. Fry was so anxious, he took the ball out of bounds, got ready to inbound, but Montgomery has the bonus. He's got one more. The referee said, whoa, wait a minute, young man. We're going to shoot one more free throw here. Hang on a second. Don't be impatient. Montgomery to shoot one. Got them both. Brian Palmer brings it up. Fires it over to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick goes, kicks it out, wide open. Shot, air ball. Oh, David Parker was wide open and he was didn't even come close from three-point range. Walkersville with the ball, 43-40. 20 seconds on the clock in the third. They're playing for that last shot. There it is, he takes it. No good. Rebound, Cougars, 6 seconds to go. And a traveling violation on Fitzpatrick with 3.9 on the clock. Montgomery will inbound. 43-40, Walkersville with the lead. Into Franklin. And a nothing at the buzzer there. A fadeaway shot does not go. So at the end of 3 periods of action, the Walkersville Lions 43, the Catoctin Cougars 40, and this was a great third period of action with a seesaw back and forth battle for the lead between these two teams. It is a very close game. We're going to put 8 minutes on the clock, and we'll be right back after this important message from our great sponsors of tonight's game, Center of Life Chiropractic, Gettysburg Auto Auction, and Woodsboro Bank.
Deli specials are great this time of year at the Shamrock in Thurmont, like corned beef and cabbage every Monday, or prime rib every Wednesday, and for a limited time, the famous Shamrock pot roast. Other great and tasty favorites include the Shamrock's hefty fried oyster sandwiches, specially created salads, and drink specials too. Relax in the pub or dining room, and with the holidays here, buy a Shamrock gift certificate. Always appreciated. Come on by and have an amazing dining experience at the Shamrock on US 15 Thurmont or online at shamrockrestaurant.com. Closed Tuesdays.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to courtside. The Catoctin Cougars will inbound from right in front of the broadcast table to start this final and fourth period of this great Friday night high school basketball game here. There's the inbound to Paulus. Paulus down on the left side. Fitzpatrick. Pull-up shot by Palmer. Doesn't go. Rebound, Shank over to Paulus. He shoots, and it's great right through the net. Nothing but strings. Montgomery brings it up. 43-42. Walkersville by 1. Out front to Roberts. Stolen by the Cougars. Here comes Paulus with the 2-on-2. He pulls up, shoots a 5-footer. Swish! Cougars take the lead again by 1 point, 44-43. Well, we told you this was going to be a great basketball, and indeed it is. Underneath, Egan pulls up, shoots, and it goes. Chaz Egan takes it down to the baseline and scores to get his team back into the lead. Palmer on the left side fires it underneath to Shank. Shank backs out, looks, back out to Palmer. Paulus directs traffic. Looks at Michael. Underneath to Michael. Michael wants to work it in, he does. Head fake, kicks it out to Shank. He shoots, it's good. Now that was the best offensive possession of the night for the Catoctin Cougars as they worked it inside. The double team collapsed on him, so he fired it over to the open man, and the 10-footer by Shank goes. Here comes Walkersville back the other way. Egan with the 3. It's good. Seesaw battle. I count 5 lead changes in the last 2 minutes. Off the screen, Paulus goes into the hoop, puts it off the glass and scores. Miles Roberts hits the deck, but there's no whistle. Tie game, 48-48 now at the 6-minute mark. Bounce pass to Roberts on the post. Over to Montgomery. He splits the defense, goes on the scoop, no good. Roberts with the putback, and he's fouled. So Miles Roberts will take another trip to the free throw line to shoot 2, with the game knotted up at 48 apiece. Got it. Walkersville by 1. Got them both. 50-48, Walkersville on top. Paulus brings it up. Drifts right. Off of the Shank pick. Double pick by Michael. Pull up shot, no good. Loose ball up in the air. Out of bounds. Let's see. Walkersville ball. So they run the double pick, but Shank cannot convert. And Walkersville comes up with a 2-point lead. Montgomery to Egan. Egan to Bowersox. Montgomery takes a shot from way out front. No good. Ball tipped up in the air. Loose ball. Walkersville comes up with it. Bounce pass to Bowersox. He goes up and scores with a left-hander off the glass. Good body control by Bowersox. He gets the bucket. Back down court, the Cougars looking. Michael on the wing. Hands off to Click. Click to Paulus, back around to Palmer on the left side now. Working back around, Click takes a three-pointer. 35-footer is good. 52-51, Walkersville on top by 1. Roberts to Montgomery, running the weave. Bowersox wide open, Egan shoots, and he gets the 3. Man, we are trading three-pointers back and forth now. Paulus wants to go. Between the leg dribble, gets away from him. Gets it to Michael and then resets back to him. Shank looking. Paulus pulls up, shoots a 20-footer. It hits the stanchion. You know that, I've said something in previous games, that wire should not be up there like that. That is, you don't see that often that you'll have that stanchion in the way of the basket. That's out of bounds territory, and as soon as that ball bounced up, it had the potential to go through the net, but it hit the rope that holds the front of the basket, And the whistle blows. It's Walkersville ball. Pull-up shot by Egan, and he gets another three. (58-51). Back around they go. Michael looking underneath, gets trapped, knocked out of bounds by Walkersville. So those threes are killing Catoctin right now, who had taken the lead back to 1 point. And just that quickly, back-to-back sixes make it 7. I mean, back-to-back threes for 6. Timeout. No. It's an inbound violation on Mayhew, and another turnover, costly turnover this time, to Walkersville by the Cougars. 3:33 to go in the game. The Cougars with a 7-point lead, 58-51. They start running the weave. It's to the hoop, left-hander blocked. Oh, that was a clean block, but they blew the whistle. Chum is going to go to the free throw line. They called that on Evan Ott, but let me tell you, wow. That was just a bad call. Egan misses the first one. Excuse me, Chum, not Egan. Gets the second one, whistle. So we've got 3 players, all starters, back on the floor for Catoctin as Burdett gets his first string out on the floor for this 3.5-minute run for the Cougars. He's got his A team. Over to Palmer. He goes straight to the bucket, pulls up, shoots a 5-footer on the run, no good. But Brian draws a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. So it looks like the strategy is to isolate and penetrate. Good. 59-52. Palmer to shoot one. Got them both. 6-point lead for the Walkersville Lions. 3 minutes to go in this game. Oh, tipped out of bounds. Cougars get a turnover on a great defensive play. I didn't catch the number on the Cougar that did that, but it was a simple pass, and he just stuck his finger in there and tipped it slightly and went off the fingertips of the Walkersville player and into the scoring table. Lob inside, and the Cougars turn it right back over. Montgomery brings it up, guarded by Paulus. Looking for that pick, he gets it. Montgomery goes straight up, fires it over, loses it temporarily. Egan back to Chum, then they work it back out front, and they reset to Montgomery. He goes in the paint, pulls out, kick out, wide open shot, no good. Loose ball up in the air. Walkersville gets the run, it doesn't go. Palmer pulls it down, and the Cougars get a huge break on that one. Now into the game number 5, Christian Michael, and there's an air ball out of bounds. And it's a bad time for the Cougars' shooting touch to go cold. 2:11 to go in the game. Walkersville has the ball on a 6-point lead. Inbound. Montgomery brings it up. Down on the right side, Montgomery guarded by Paulus. Bounce pass to the wing. Back around to Roberts. Looking for the cutter, it's not there. Montgomery off the pick, wide open, wham! He nails the three-pointer, and that pretty much iced it right there. Palmer caught in the key, pulls up, he gets a 5-footer. So I'm surprised the Cougars aren't running full court pressure right now because they need to get the ball back right away. Give and go on the pick and roll. Montgomery goes up, picks it out, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout by Mathis. Wow. 1:22 to go. Walkersville 62, Catoctin 55. We've got a 1-minute timeout as both teams huddle up in front of their respective benches. And I think the one thing the Cougars need to do is get the ball turned over quickly. So I'm really surprised that they're not putting full court pressure now on Walkersville on the inbound. That's Cougars Pep Band doing their thing tonight on a beautiful Friday night here for basketball in Frederick County. Get you caught up on all the scores from around the league in just a few minutes now. There's the inbound. Walkersville has it. Montgomery, top of the key. Egan has the ball temporarily stripped away, knocked out of bounds by Palmer. Good defense by the Cougars. But they're running out of time. Into Egan. Egan takes the three-pointer short. Air ball out of bounds right at the buzzer. Egan had to take that shot because the time had expired on the shot clock. Into Paulus. He goes hard to the hoop. Crossover. Wide open. Click in the corner. Pulls up. Shoots the runner. It's good. Timeout again. Cougars now with 1:01 to go. They've trimmed the lead to 5. Let's see what the strategy is for Coach Burdett. With his team down by 5 and under a minute to play, he needs a quick turnover and a 3. The best they can hope for is to play for overtime. Nice sized crowd here on both sides of the arena. I want to take this opportunity to thank Athletic Director Keith Brook and Coach Bernie Casada for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this great high school basketball game. And Coach Kevin Kendrow, the County Athletic Director, here tonight in attendance. I don't know if you caught the interview with him earlier at 6:30 on Frederick County scoreboard. There's 1 minute, 1 second on the clock. Walkersville has the ball, and here come the Cougars with full court pressure now. They get it into Egan. He gets around Mayhew, up court, fires it up to Egan. Bounce pass, almost stolen. Mayhew trying to get it away, and we've got a whistle. That's okay, that's good solid play. That's the way you do it. So we're in double bonus now. So Egan walks up to the free throw line and toes it with his right foot. Hands on his hips. He takes the ball from the official. He makes the first one. Here comes the subs back into the game now. Fitzpatrick and Ott for the Cougars. So Egan to shoot one. Got them both. Inbound to Paulus. Paulus goes hard. Straight to the bucket. Pulls up on the run. Shoots no good. Loose ball up in the air. Cougars have it. Click in the corner. Fires it to Brian Palmer. Fadeaway shot. No good. Rebound Walkersville. No. Stolen away by Click. Palmer again shoots the 3. No good. Loose ball on the floor. There's a whistle. That's on Catoctin. So we're going to walk the length of the floor. And this one's going to Walkersville. Miles Roberts steps up to the free throw line. With 32 seconds on the clock, his team has a 7-point lead. And the game in hand. Well, Catoctin gave a good run at this one. Took the lead on 4 separate occasions. Trimmed it to 1 on 3 others. Roberts hits the front end. Now we've got substitutions. So they're calling a play now from the free throw. Let's see what they dialed up. The Lions. Roberts shoots 1. Got it. Cougars immediately into Paulus. Paulus goes up the floor, crossover, fires it to Click. Back to Paulus. Fitzpatrick, and it's stolen by Montgomery. Just picked his pocket, and then he backed out. He did not want to take the shot, just wanted to run off some time, and there's a foul with 17 seconds to go by Fry. Jacob Montgomery, what I would say the player of this game, will step to the free throw line. He's got 2 to make. He's got 1 shot. Now he's got 1 more. Logan Rickard into the game. Michael comes out. Montgomery to shoot 1. 10-point lead now for Walkersville. Misses it. Rebound Shank. Shank brings it up. Shot by Rickard. No good. A shot again by Rickard. Good. Back-to-back shots. They're going to hold it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This one's over. There's the buzzer. So, at the end of 4 periods of action here at Catoctin High School on senior night, the Walkersville Lions win by 10, 67-57. In a hard-fought, close basketball game, a lot closer than that 10-point score would appear. We'll step aside for a break, come back for your post-game wrap-up, and then get you some scores from around the league. We'll be right back. You're listening to Cool 1450 AM, WTHU.
Continuing the tradition of great high school sports in and around our region, tune in Fridays at 6:30 p.m. for Frederick County Scoreboard. Player and coach interviews, game previews, exciting matchup and scores and standings around the league. That's Frederick County Scoreboard, Fridays at 6:30 p.m. just before the game on Cool 1450 AM, WTHU.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Catoctin High School. Congratulations to the Walkersville Lions, victorious 67-57 here on senior night at Catoctin High School against Catoctin Cougars. This was a great game. The first half was pretty much all Walkersville, but then Catoctin came out of the dressing room and shot off a straight 7 points with unanswered 7 points, came within one, and then they seesaw battled the entire third period back and forth between the two teams. Finally, in the fourth period, Walkersville, just under the hand of Jacob Montgomery. I mean, the guy is just incredible. He was all over the floor. He was doing it all. Player of the game, high scorer of the game. Montgomery just able to put up a couple of threes and take that lead from 1 point out to 7 and then 8 in just a short and in a matter of 30 to 40 seconds. So, and Catoctin, right there in the beginning of the fourth period, their shooting went cold just at the worst time possible when they needed to stay toe-to-toe with a hot shooting Jacob Montgomery. They couldn't, and that was the difference in the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap this one up. We'll be going to Linganore next Wednesday night, where the Linganore Lancers will face the Middletown Knights in a great battle between crosstown rivals. We'll bring that game to you 7 p.m. tip-off next Wednesday night at Linganore High School. And then on Friday, the game of the year, battling for first place in the Spires division of the Central Maryland Conference boys basketball, the TJ Patriots will host the Linganore Lancers at Thomas Johnson High School, 6:30 p.m. Frederick County Scoreboard pregame. That's next Friday night, a week from tonight, and then tip-off at 7 p.m. So great last week of high school basketball before the championship at Hood College. That will be played on February the 19th. The girls' number one teams they'll play for bragging rights for number one in Frederick County. The girls' Spires division against the Gambrel division at 6 p.m. tip-off, and then the boys' Spires Gambrel division playoffs for the championship of the CMC at 8 p.m. on the 19th. That's a week from next Tuesday. So next Wednesday, Linganore, Middletown. Next Friday, TJ Linganore, right here on Cool 1450 AM, your source for the best high school broadcast in the region. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, this game will be archived in its entirety and available to watch online at the Audio Vault, WTHU.org. Click on Audio Vault High School Basketball. Thank you once again for your support.